What's up everybody, it's your boy Tokadu with my first video of Marvel Avengers, the game. First I want to apologize for disappearing for a long time, but now I'm back with a different game. As you may know, my channel started with DC Unchained, and now moving on to bigger things, I hope. Anyway, without no further ado, I'm gonna start now. Okay, first thing you want to know with this laser build, we need to focus first on might. As you can see, my might is not very high, but it doesn't really matter that much because we're gonna focus on the battery effect. If you don't know much about the battery effect, is basically using your character, your status damage, to do more damage based on positive and negative. And in this game, there's positive damage, positive status effect, such as particle and I think shock, and there's negative effects such as gamma and cryo. But I've not double checked that. But if you Google it, there's plenty of information about that. So that's the first thing you need to know. So obviously, the higher your might, the better. But again, I've got just 2k, just about a bit more than 2k might. So let's go straight into my gear. My first gear is a positive plasma damage, status damage. It's got might and proficiency. Proficiency basically means increase your critical chance, which why not? And also increase the chance of your perks, popping up. So can't really go wrong with that. And yeah, so I use it for my light signature attack. For those that don't know, a light signature attack is this. If you hold square, you get your light signature attack, and this always applies the plasma damage. My second gear is basically the main thing about it. Just forget the stats. I ideally like to have maybe some might and some more proficiency or any other thing really, but yeah, I've got this for now, hoping to drop something better. The main perk here that I'm interested is the laser attacks deal gamma damage, which is, as I say, positive and negative. The good thing about the laser build is heavy attacks, which are the basic like triangle. In this case, for example, the Photon Samurai. Each move contains like plasma damage, but not plasma status. It's weird. Like the damage is plasma, which is positive, but it doesn't apply a status to it, which is like a little icon that appears on the boss when you're fighting them. You see that when I show you the gameplay, but I'll reassure you, it does plasma damage. So with each hit you do plasma positive damage and gamma negative damage, further bumping up your damage. And for my I would say chest is just a regular might equipment. They're really poor. They're not very good. The chest equipment. So if you can get something better than this, go for it. For my chest, the centerpiece of my chest, I've got this, which is the Superior Mark X113. Is that like 12 or 13 arc? And the main perk that I'm interested is the arc field. Arc field defensive barrier now electrocutes nearby enemy. If you're not sure about the arc field, is this skill here? Where is it? Is your support heroic, which kind of like overloads your character, and it shocks nearby enemy. However, with the new perk, it shocks anyone that comes inside the barrier, even though after you've activated. Okay, so if you can, it's pretty good. And when you overcharge, it gives you intrinsic energy when performing takedowns. I never do takedowns when I'm overcharged, but if you feel that, oh, I just want to finish this guy off because he's annoying, boom, you get 10 points of intrinsic energy back for free. Going to my ISOs and they're like trinkets, I would say. I've got like another item just to further increase my signature attack, and you will see from my gameplay that I use it quite a lot, so I just wanted to increase it a little bit. But obviously if I would ideally like to have one that has double might, triple might if possible, and this is a triple might. Again, just trying to increase my light combo. Sometimes I don't feel like doing my signature aerial attack, and I just tap square, and this increase the damage. For my major artifact, you can switch between the Tactigon or the Ring of Nibelung. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, I think these are the two best ones you can choose from. And I change it depending on my situation. Sometimes I just feel, oh, this is quite a hard challenge, and I just want to keep myself topped up. This is very good because it increases your the amount restored by your orbs, so you can just keep yourself quite topped up with your heroics or health orbs or regeneration herbs. And that's about it with my gear. In regards to my skill, I'm just going to quickly show you. Again, just copy and paste this, similar to any other build with Iron Man. You want to kind of like combo this with this. I'm not going to go through it because there's plenty of videos online that explain it better. This is just because I like it, because it has a lot of stun damage. They basically just freeze in time and you have all the time in the world to target them. And I still occasionally miss anyway, so it's alright. For Hulkbuster, I think this is the best one because this is absolute trash. But obviously, if you have the missile build, which is not what we're going to cover in this video, so we're just left with this really. And I like to use this this one just because it reduces the cost of the intrinsic energy when you're using Hulkbuster. Don't know why. Just pick whatever you want. The main thing here is to have these three: increase stun damage, reduce cost, and increase the energy cost of your laser attack. In regards to your combat, I would rather go for, you can switch between increased stun damage when dead to enemies, or sometimes you can just go with this. Sometimes I alternate between this number 1 and number 2, and that's about it. Everything else is just nothing special. The only thing, sometimes, most of the time I fly, and I like to do a bit more damage when flying, but other than that, there's nothing much else to get from this. Okay, so now let's just get into the combat, and I'll just explain to you what I try to do in certain scenarios, and we can cover a little bit the pros and cons of the laser build. And yeah, as you can see from this footage, the first thing I try to do is to stay in flight mode. Just try to clear the lasers or the turrets or whatever they're called. Then, just like, as you can see, just simple gameplay. Try to stay as much as you can. In this case, I popped out the electroshock bubble thingy. I can't even remember what it's called. And just because it was the safest thing to do. The disadvantage about the laser build, that you are literally in the face of everybody, and you have to be very careful, very cautious. You can just, like the missile or even repulsor build, just stay at a distance. You kind of have to play it melee. And as you can see, I executed my signature move, but as soon as I did that, I was always ready to dodge. And you can see the good damage, 63k, 40k is very easy to do such battery damage. And you can see my moves are green, light, like a light green type thing. And when I use my plasma damage, it's like a red type of color. Again, I'm flying, making sure I do as much damage whilst flying as much as I can. And sometimes you just stun him, really. the stun effect of this build is fantastic. And as I mentioned before, even with my normal light attack, it's quite easy to do a decent amount of damage. And that's it. With Iron Man, you just need to know when to engage and disengage, and just take it from there. The Thor that is playing in this gameplay is my mate, so just ignore that fact. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed my quick tutorial. It was not too much in depth because I know that there's plenty of good tutorials, but I think there's not many for the laser build and the repulsor. If you guys want me to do a repulsor build for Iron Man, just let me know in the comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.